What's up? How you doing? Come on in. It's the Magician Tarot here, back again, third installment of the week. So this is a bonus general reading. You're welcome. I love you guys, so I don't mind. I've already pre-shuffled and blessed 4 piles. I don't know what we're talking about today. As I mentioned, we're doing a bonus general reading. Typically, it's whatever spirit wants to talk about. Allow me to pick my piles, please. Did I mention I loved you guys? I mean it. I mean it. Let's get it in. First pile is going to be these two little cardinal seeds. Say, do you really love us? Skeptical. Second pile is going to be this bay leaf. Say, I don't think he does, to be honest with you. Always attitude with bay leaf. Cinnamon stick crew right here. Pile number 3. Say, I know he loves me, so don't be no hater over there, y'all too. That's what I'm talking about, cinnamon stick. Last but not least, it's going to be a star anise. Say, I know it's real. I know it's authentic. And you know what? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. You know the spiel. You know how he does. I'm an A1. I'm a original gangster. I've been around for a while. Okay, we're done, star anise. Star anise want to really, show off today. All right, I'm done. Please like, share, and subscribe. Going to give you some time stamps below. If you feel called to tip, I would love that. Going to give that Cash App, stamp down below as well. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace. All right, so let's get it in. Okay. What's up, Cardamom Seed? Come on in. Let's talk about you. I don't know what we're talking about. Great Spirit, what's going on? Pile 1, please, and thank you. What is going on here? No extra cards, so it should be short and sweet. No channel messages, so what's going on, pile 1, please, and thank you. Moon card out here. I feel like you guys have to put a spotlight to someone's shadow side. Like, typically, I'm the one who has to put a spotlight to someone's shadow side, and that's what my moon card is, because it's a spotlight right here. But I feel like you guys have to call somebody out. You have to say, hey, that's not cool. That's not okay. Okay? A lot of you guys are fearful. The moon card comes with fear, emotions, illusion, deception, and lies. This person will continue to be the person that they are unless you call them out. Sometimes you have to call out the people that you love, channel message. Okay? You got to tell them it's all love, but you got to let them know they're being a bit dark. They're being a bitch, is what I see here. Okay? So we're starting off in reverse, and they're not going to change, or they're not going to know to change unless you bring it to their attention. What's going on here? Okay, we got the judgment card out here in reverse. You don't have to be judgmental. You don't have to be harsh, because that's what my judgment card is in reverse. But you do need to deliver a message. You need to know, or let them know, the difference from right and wrong is what I'm getting here. Everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has sinned. So I don't think you guys are going to come across as know-it-all, but you need to let it be known, is what I'm getting here with the judgment card out here in reverse. And Spirit is telling me, with these major arcanas being in reverse, it's important for you guys to get it off your chest. Okay? I read uprights, reversals, Akama cards, and I take notes of the first card and the last card. Don't know if you hear these horns out here, but you got to blare your horn. You got to let somebody know what needs to be known. But with these reversals out here, there's a blockage. And unless you guys, remove the blockage, it's going to continue to be a blockage. And now this is a general reading, so everybody has something different that they have to get off their chest. What else we got? We got somebody thieving, and it could be literal, but whatever it is that they're corrupt. My 7 of Swords is corruption, thievery, ill intent. So whatever it is that they're doing, you need to say, hey, you probably should stop, because you could get caught. Spirit is forcing me to read this in reverse, because the 7 of Swords in reverse is being caught and calling people out. You have to call them out and say, hey, why do you want to go down this dark path, is what I'm getting here with the 7 of Swords in reverse. Sorry if I'm speeding so much, but I need to, get it out, and you guys do too. And that's just, I'm channeling y'all energy, or Spirit wants me to, have y'all channel. But you don't have to just look the other way, is also what I'm getting here with the 7 of Swords. Y'all are starting to be complicit, or complacent, is what I meant to say. Okay, so call them out and do it from a loving place. What else we got? You got the 7 of Swords in reverse. This is all about calling people out, as I mentioned before. Whenever I have duplicate cards in one reading, this is what this reading is all about. Are you going to allow people to be corrupt and negative and go down this dark path, or are you going to call them out and say, hey, you're being a bit of a rat, you're being a bit like somebody I don't want to hang out with. And if they don't change, you have to disassociate, is what I'm seeing here, because you are who you hang with. Channel message. What else you got? We got the Two of Wands in reverse. And I just said you are who you hang with, and we're missing a person right here. I read all my cards individually. The Two of Wands is all about planning, so you got to plan this discussion carefully is what I'm getting here with the Judgment card in reverse and the Two of Wands out here in reverse. You got to plan the discussion and try to come across as, healthy and, sound and, coming from a good place. But if they don't receive your message, you got to edit them out. My Two of Wands in reverse is editing, subtraction, and dividing. You are who you hang with. So let it be known, give them an opportunity. Maybe you have already vocalized this situation or this problem once or twice before. 3 strikes, you're out. Channel message. What else we got? We got the Seven of Wands. This is defensiveness and this is boundaries. I'm not saying you have to be defensive with your message. I'm saying you have to create boundaries after you deliver the message. Okay? A lot of you guys don't want to stand up. Spirit is telling me to read this in reversal. A lot of you guys don't want to stand up to a person that you love or a person that you respect, but that's exactly what you have to do if you do love them. Okay? Sometimes loving somebody is calling them out. I also have the Five of Wands out here. Five of Wands is arguing, conflict, and bickering. If they cause a rift, if they cause an argument, then that just exposes their character, and you got to create distances. Ending this reading with the Four of Wands. I feel like you guys are healthy. I feel like you might even invite this person in your home space because the Four of Wands is a home space and a foundation. And I feel like you got to create defensive and say, you know what, you're not welcome in my home because my home is a sanctuary. It's a peace. We don't do thievery out here. We don't do lying and backstabbing and just living this negative life over here because you are who you keep. You can't invite snakes in your home. I see snakes in the grass right here. And it's like you are who you keep. Let's get closing remarks, please, and thank you. A lot of you guys are paranoid to call somebody out, and it's not about you being defensive. It's about you seeing their character with this eagle out here and doing something about it. These eagles have great vision, and you call them out once or twice before, so you shouldn't have to repeat yourself. Hermit card. You guys are growing up, is what I'm getting with the Hermit card. The Hermit card is wise, a sage, and full of experience, and you got to leave that negative path behind it is what I'm getting here. And if they don't want to change, then that's okay too. It's okay to go down separate paths. It's okay to outgrow someone. Channel message. I got lots of channel messages for you guys. Great Spirit, can I get closing remarks, please, and thank you. Let's talk about this Moon card, calling somebody out. Ace of Swords, it's the truth at the end of the day. Ace of Swords is truth, clarity, and intuition. If you guys want to believe the hype or believe the lies and be lackadaisical, that's entirely up to you, but their behavior won't change, and they will drag you down with them. That's what I see here with this lobster out here. Okay? So you got to make some severe decisions, and if you have to cut them out, that's exactly what you have to do, but you got to bring it to their attention first. Let's talk about the Judgment card out here in reverse. Magician out here, upright. Spirit is telling me to relay a message to you guys. I've been there. I've had to cut people off, and let me tell you, I didn't give them an explanation. I just did it. Poof, bam, I disappeared on them. Once, twice, and 3 times is too many for me. So if you don't have to explain yourself at all. If you already call them out, then do what you got to do. But present it to them. The magician creates results. The magician manifests. You want to manifest peace in your life, don't you? I hope you do, because I see it here. Let's talk about the Seven of Swords. 9 of Cups out here. You see that they're happy being this person. You see that they are okay with being a Decepticon or a liar or deceiver, and that's not the energy you want to carry, because that energy is going to come with consequences. It's going to come with karma. Okay? So you can smile in their face all you want to, but you are who you hang around with. I actually see this person thievery out here with all these cups out here. Let's talk about the Seven of Swords, calling them out. Knight of Swords, it's time for you to take a stand is what I'm getting here. Also have the Six of Swords in reverse as you are a bit afraid that it's going to cause turbulence and a rift, and that's entirely okay, because if this friendship or whoever this person is causes a rift because you called them out and you spoke the truth with the Ace of Swords still out here, then they weren't really a friend, were they? Let's talk about the Two of Wands in reverse, adding, subtracting, dividing. Ace of Pentacles, you got to recognize your worth. You got to recognize your value. I feel like Spirit is telling me to read this star in reverse. The star in reverse is demonic. It's filled with negative and ill intent. With this is demonic, as I mentioned before. And I feel like you keep on associating with demonic people with those two of wands out here planning. And you're a blessing in their life. And if they don't recognize that you're a blessing, that you're clean, that you are, just a good-natured person, then it's time for you to edit them out. Let's talk about the Seven of Wands, defensiveness and boundaries. High Priestess, a lot of you guys are intuitive. Now you have to act on your intuition. Some of you guys are tarot readers or astrologers, is what I see here with this moon. So your space, you have to protect it. Your space is a temple. Your body is a temple. You can't allow snakes in your space. You can't allow dark energies in your space. You see these two pillars barely there? You got light and dark out here. And you have to make sure you are filled with light, or you'll be corrupt and filled with the darkness. So it's okay to be defensive. It's okay to say, hey, enough is enough. Let's talk about this Four of Wands, your home space, your temple. Five of Cups out here. You're going to miss them is what I'm getting here. It's going to cause you a bit regret. And, sometimes you have to disassociate is what I'm saying here. Now, read all my cards individually. I don't know why I'm seeing blood out here. But that's just what I see here. That's all I get right now. Like, if they're not of the same light, you have to disassociate from the darkness. And that just goes and ties into the High Priestess out here. You got a choice to make. You do. But I saw with the Ace of Swords and this High Priestess out here upright, you have sharp intuition. Now you got to follow it. Guys, I love you. I have more than enough, faith that you guys will get this person out of your way or help them change, whichever one it is. Peace, y'all. Love you. Hey, what's up, Bailey? Come on in. Let's talk about your general reading. Don't know what we're talking about. Great Spirit, what's going on with pile number 2, please and thank you. No extra cards, so it should be short and sweet. No problems there. Great Spirit, what's going on with pile 2, please and thank you. Oh, y'all are looking good, whether you're a woman or a man. The King of Wands is known to be attractive, handsome. I feel like even if you're a woman, you're known to be handsome. And that's not an insult whatsoever. You guys are able to balance your masculine and feminine side. So please don't be offended if I called you handsome, because some of the most handsome women are actually the most gorgeous, first and foremost. But some of the men out there are actually really feminine, as I am. Look at these lashes out here, but that's not what it's about. It's not about me. You guys are coming across really good looking, hot boy summer, hot girl summer. Got your name all over it with this King of Wands out here upright. You arouse people is also what I'm getting here. I feel like a lot of you guys are androgynous. That's what Spirit wants me to channel you guys to say. And you gotta own it. You gotta own it. What's going on here? King of Cups out here. I feel like a lot of you guys are emotional right now because somebody made fun of you. My Queen of Cups is known to cry a river, be very emotional. And I feel like somebody you viewed as attractive was being a bully out here. I feel like you were doing your thing, minding your own business, using your heart space, but somebody came out of nowhere and made fun of you. It's time for you to flip them off spiritually. You don't have to deal with it, literally, but I need you to own yourself, own your body, own whatever it is that you have so you can flourish and grow. Because I see your handsomeness, I see your beauty out here. And don't let a naysayer hate on you. Don't start believing in the BS, first and foremost. Don't allow them to see you sweat. Don't allow them to see you cry. You know, they're insecure in their own selves. Okay, but I feel like you looked up to this person for some odd reason, and to be honest with you, their character is some dog doo doo. Okay, so you shouldn't even be attracted to somebody that has such a rotten core. Channel message. But you guys gotta own it. Don't listen to no naysayer, first and foremost. What we got? We got Three of Swords. You took it very personally. You were heartbroken. For some of you guys, this was a love interest or a crush, is what I'm getting here, but I'm still seeing a rotten apple or a rotten core with this heart out here. You weren't supposed to be involved with this person. You gotta look beyond the physical appearance of who you're attracted to, first and foremost. Second of all, you gotta get yourself together and show them what you're missing. Okay, I'm gonna only say that one time because I know y'all are some baddies. I know y'all got it going on. You just have to get it back going on. You gotta dust the dirt off your shoulders. Let's talk about the Two of Wands out here in the verses, adding, subtracting, and dividing. I feel like you are attracted to people based on their face, is what I'm getting here. But somebody's face and their head is not attached to their heart space, is what I'm getting with the Two of Wands. I read all my cards individually. You saw potential with this person, but they didn't see potential with you, and that's okay, because there's plenty of fish out in the sea. It's somebody out there that's going to appreciate you for who you are, okay? So you got to edit them out and say, next, literally, okay? But most importantly with this Two of Wands, you have to look beyond the face. You have to look beyond the body. You have to look at people's values and their character that matches along with the face. There's nothing wrong with being physically attracted to somebody, but you gotta be emotionally and characteristically attracted to them as well, first and foremost. A lot of you women, when I said y'all were handsome, I meant it as a compliment. I meant it. Some of y'all are scared to cut your hair because I see a haircut, and I feel like that would just set y'all off for some reason. Some of the men need to grow their hair, and that would just make y'all more androgynous. You need to lean into your looks. You haven't reached the pinnacle of who you are yet, is what I'm getting. You haven't reached the highest potential, the highest version of yourself. So this is a challenge for you, not to be emotional, not to take things personal, okay? To, lean into it. What else we got? You are in a stressful state. I'm hearing with this Hangman reverse, you don't know how to get out this position. You don't know how to, do a makeover is what I'm getting here with this Hangman out here. And you have to take inspiration from different things that you're attracted to, is what I'm trying to say with this Hangman out here. You don't have to stress over what you have or what you don't have. You just have to work with what you have. Play the hand that you're dealt, okay? You will find a way. The Hangman is a stressed out person that finds peace, and that's how he becomes enlightened. Once you find your peace with who you are, you will become enlightened, and people will look at you like you're the prize out here. They're going to be like, because he becomes a target for me. So people are going to look at you like, oh, I got to have it. I got to have it. But you're not supposed to be stressing out for no, I'm not going to call him a loser. You can't stress out over people that don't, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody is not going to appreciate you, and that's okay. You're not for everybody. What else we got? It's time for you to disassociate. And I also see some friend group out here. Did y'all see that? I got a spirit around me. Y'all got a friend group out here that is toxic, and I feel like your friend group kind of makes fun of you too, and it's time for you to disassociate from them. And I feel like they're part of the people that talk down on you, and you have to have healthier friendships. And I got the Four of Cups out here in reverse. I read uprights, reversals, I count my cards, and I take note of the first card and the last card. It's time, you're fully aware with the Four of Cups out here upright. They always put you on the side, is what I'm getting with the Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups is not being happy. Okay, so I feel like you have a group of vampires, because that's what I see here. Don't they look hungry with their eyes? Like, you're around for superficial reasons, but they're not really supportive. They don't really help you out of a situation. So it's time for you to disassociate with this Three of Cups out here in reverse. What else we got? Ace of Wands out here in reverse. Now, what I'm starting to feel like is they like to punish, they like to talk down on people. Because my Ace of Wands in reverse is a newspaper about to graze a dog's nose. They see something in you that you don't see. So it's time for you to flip the switch, is what I'm seeing here. My Ace of Wands is an aha moment, a surprise, impulsive energy, and creativity. It's time for you to be creative within yourself and do the things that you've always wanted to do. But you're like, no, I'm gonna be their punching bag, or I'm gonna listen to them when they're not really true friends. Okay? Spirit is giving them a thumbs down. And channel message. Channel message, you want to stick around for this one. The person you are attracted to, their sex isn't even that good for you to be attracted to them. I get a lot of erection and sexual passion here, and we've already seen their character out here. They weren't even that good looking to begin with, but you were so drawn to them, and you figured that they had sexual passion or whatever it is. They're not even that good in bed. That's what you don't realize. So it's time for you to flip a switch and move on. And I'm also being led back to your friend group. They not good for you. It's at least 3 of them that's just like sour. Great Spirit, what's going on here? Okay, so what I'm getting here is some of the friend group that you have wanted the man that you wanted or whoever you were attracted to. And I know we got men and women out there, so you have competition when there shouldn't be no competition out here. Alright, let's continue on. 5 of Swords in reverse is mislabeling your enemy. You got frenemies out here with these reversals out here. The 5 of Swords is doing things behind people's back with the 5 of Swords, and I mentioned how they had a target on your man, but you call them a friend with the 5 of Swords in reverse. You know, they're not friends. It's time for you to disassociate. Magician out here. 3 Wands out here. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap your reading up because we don't have closing remarks. I've gone through all my decks. Let me make sure. Yeah, I've gone through all my decks, and Spirit's like, no, you hit it. Bing, bing, bing. And it's time for you guys. You know what to do. And now it's time for you to do it. Peace. What? Okay. So good, so good, so good. What's up, Cinnamon Stick? How you doing? Come on in, bring it on in. I don't know what we're talking about today. Great Spirit, what's going on? Pile number 3, Cinnamon Stick crew. I don't have any channel messages whatsoever. Pile 3, what it do? 3 of Swords. This might be your 3rd reading. You might want to check out the first 2 is what I'm getting here with this 3 starting off your reading. You guys need to heal from something, and I definitely advise you to go to Pile 2 because they need to heal from something too. But the 3 of Swords is suffering, an infliction to a heart space, taking something personal, and I feel like you need to heal, or you're in the healing process. I tap in with my 2nd card. What's going on here? I feel like I've already told you. I've already given you a message for some of you guys, and some of you guys need to go back to Pile 2 is what I'm getting here. Now, the Page of Swords is out for information is what I'm getting here, and he's a studier. So you guys got to study something. You guys got to embark on a new chapter or a new path is what I'm getting here with this Page of Swords out here, but you're a bit apprehensive. I got the Two of Swords out here in reverse, which tells me you guys are fully aware. Please go to Pile 2, and this is like a prequel to Pile 2. Pile 2 is a prequel, Pile 2 is a sequel. You know what I mean. Pile 2 is a prequel, Pile 3 is a sequel. Okay, we got it out. But you guys gotta have some motivation for your future. You gotta embark on a new path. Let's get more insight. I gotta go to my third card to get insight. Wheel of Fortune. The destiny's in your hands. You gotta take control is what I'm hearing with the Wheel of Fortune out here. The Wheel of Fortune is abundance, a lifestyle change, money, literally. And I need you guys to do something about how you feel about yourself is what I'm hearing. You don't need lots of money to change an outlook. I really feel like this is a sequel. So please go to Pile 2. But I feel like you guys need to heal because you took something personal. You need to do something different with this Page of Swords out here, and you need to get your wheels turning out here. You have everything that you need with the Wheel of Fortune, but you just have to get active. What else you got? Cherry card. Spirit is telling me to tell you guys to go back to Pile 2 with these two wheels out here. Okay, you'll have better understanding, Cinnamon Stick. I'm sorry if you guys came to Cinnamon Stick and you're like, oh, I gotta go to 2 readings? I'm sorry. But you have success, for you, but you are slow moving is what I'm getting here with the Cherry card out here in reverse. I wish this reading was clearer for you guys and it wasn't a sequel and a prequel, or a prequel and a sequel. Okay. You guys gotta walk away from something that broke your heart, and you have to be okay with it. I mean, you gotta go fishing. You gotta go looking elsewhere. So I'm getting here with the Cherry card. Victory is out there, but you can't dwell in the past. That's why we're healing. What else you got? We got the Strength card out here. You wanted what you wanted. The Strength card in reverse is a lot of force and aggression, and I feel like you had really high hopes, but you'll understand why you shouldn't have had high hopes in Pile 2. I talked about that. Strength card is all about patience when it's upright, and I feel like you gotta have patience with life. You gotta have patience with yourself and your circumstances, and I'm also hearing you have to play the hand that was dealt to you. Okay. What else you got? 3 of Pentacles out here. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna work out for you in the benefit, but you're in the shadow phase is what I'm seeing here. I read all my cards individually, so you guys are just in the dark and you feel lonely and depressed, and you have to get to work. You can't just, settle for less. You can't settle for somebody's, BS is what I'm getting. I wish I had strong contact, but my contact is in Pile 2. 10 of Wands out here. 10 of Wands is a lot of stress and burdens that you carry that's unnecessary is what I'm getting here. And I feel like a lot of you guys are slow moving to move on from somebody or an idea that you had that didn't work out. And that's exactly what you have to do. Closing remarks, please, and thank you. You guys got to come to peace with something that you didn't want to come to peace with. Somebody's not to be trusted, but you wanted to trust them so bad, and they took your peace away. I read uprights and reversals. I count my cards and I take notes of the first card and the last card. Somebody took your peace, and you wanted to trust them. You wanted to look up to them so bad, but they weren't to be trusted from get-go, and now you got to find your peace. Great Spirit, can I get closing remarks, please, and thank you? Two cards for the 10 of Wands. Let's figure out what all the stress and burdens is. I like starting off with the duplicates. Stress and burdens. 3 of Swords. You're carrying around the heartbreak. You took something personal, but you got to heal from it. Whenever I have duplicate cards in one reading, this is what the reading is all about. You healing from something that you took personal. This card came out in Pile 2. Okay, so I feel like I got to convince you guys, and I don't like doing that because I already lifted y'all up. I already told you your worth, and now you got to tell yourself your worth. You got to start from within you. You don't need no cheerleader out here. If somebody, dismiss you, it's time for you to show them what they're missing. It's just that simple. 10 of Swords, but here y'all are down and out, miserable, wanting to give up, saying that was for me, I wanted him, I wanted her, and it's just like, it's other attractive people in the world. Look at me. It's like, I'm kidding. Let's talk about it though. 3 of Swords out here in reverse. Healing. 6 of Cups. you gotta watch people's character. Just because they look fine, just because they act friendly, doesn't mean that they don't have a rotten core. The Three of Swords, I've talked about how this looked like a rotten apple out here, and you guys just have to not be so prone to face value, superficial things. And I'm not calling you superficial, but you gotta look at their physical appearance and their character appearance. Okay, there's no reason why you should have to heal because they weren't supposed to be trusted anyway. You know, I don't like the way they move. Let's talk about this Page of Swords out here. Emperor out here. Now, this is the same individual. This is y'all energy out here. You guys are feeling insecure, vulnerable, and you don't want to embark on a new chapter because you saw somebody that was worthy, quote unquote. But this is y'all energy. You got to boss up. You got to recognize your worth out here. Stop belittling yourself. We don't do that over here, okay? We don't need to do that because we know our worth. Let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune. You got to recognize you're the prize out here. Out this BITCH. And it's the truth out here with the Ace of Swords out here. It's time to pick yourself up and recognize real. You know, y'all need some Windex out there. Because y'all not seeing clearly. Okay? Ace of Swords is truth, clarity, and intuition. Use your intuition. Like, I feel like you already knew this person wasn't good for you, but you're like, nah, they look good. You know, they were shiny is what I'm getting here with this Ace of Swords out here. And you need to be more than just shiny. You know, you need something going on up here and down here. Let's talk about this Chariot card out here in reverse. Seven of Swords out here. I don't like the way people move out here. I see somebody with a stolen car. Like somebody steals cars, or, you know, they have a toxic lifestyle, but you're attracted to it. Go figure. You had no business being attracted to somebody like that, and I gotta call you out, okay? Because the Seven of Swords are calling people out, saying, hey, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing being attracted to somebody like this, that moves like this? They steal cars, they do corrupt things out here, and they get away with it, so because they get away with it, it turned you on? I don't think so. I like the way you move. Not them, though. That's what I'm hearing though. Let's talk about this Strength card out here in reverse. You wanted that person, and that person would have brought you misery. I'm seeing prison out here. You would have been a mother effing accessory. Is what I'm getting here, because that's what you wanted out here. You had to learn the hard way with the Tower card. The Tower card is a consequence from when you don't follow your intuition. This is what Spirit gives you when you being hard-headed. You gotta be patient with yourself and recognize you dodged a bullet. Literally. Let's talk about, oh my goodness, now I see bullet holes out here and windows. Like, y'all gotta be careful who you associate with. Let's talk about the Three of Pentacles out here. Ace of Cups. You gotta work on pouring some love out. You gotta work on not giving people your heart space that they don't deserve it. You gotta look at their character. It's the physical appearance, their character, and, you know, their education. You know, I'm not saying you got to be a smarty pants, but you have to be goal oriented. You got to have a decent 9 to 5. Some of y'all like thugs. And be careful of liking what you like, because it will bring you down with you. Well, with them. You know what I mean. I love you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Baby, I'm a thug all day, every day. Wouldn't trade it for the world. You better change it. You better trade it. Hey, what's up? You might want to go to Cardamom C. I don't know which pile that was. This might be your fourth reading, so I'm getting here with the Star Anise. Welcome, Star Anise. Come on in. Grace Spirit, what's going on with Star Anise? Final pile. Okay, so we got duplicates. We got two duplicates. You might want to go to pile two. This might be your fourth reading. Do what feels calls to you. It's what I'm getting here. But I feel like multiple readings that I did today will resonate for you. Not tooting my own horn. Grace Spirit, what's going on with pile four, please, and thank you. Four of Swords. This might be your fourth reading. Okay? I feel like I bring you peace. I feel like I've been trying to encourage you to, discover peace in your life. But that's just for the people that's continuously here. We gotta work on your environment, who you associate with, because you deserve peace. It's what I'm getting here with the Four Swords starting off your reading. Okay? You need a calmer place of mind. You need calmer people in your life. Sometimes you gotta go at it alone because you only see one person in the Four Swords, and that's what Spirit is showing me, even though you don't see nobody here. Sometimes you gotta disassociate with people that are about the ruckus and about the arguing and the drama. Okay, sometimes you gotta go at it alone just to clear your mind. What are we talking about here? Four Swords out here upright. Two of Cups out here upright. I like this energy. I feel like we see eye to eye. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of women out there. I see somebody is attracted to me. I'm attracted to you. That's the thing you don't understand, because I see this energy out here. Like, just because the screen is out here doesn't mean I can't see you spiritually. So, we can go out for drinks. That's what I see. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I'm the type of person that will bring your life peace. Is what I'm getting here, and you gotta find better friends. You gotta find better lovers. You have to find healthier people that's gonna bring you peace and not stress you out all the time. Okay? Besides me, What else we got? Full card. It's time for you to be adventurous, be carefree, be yourself is what I'm getting here. I feel like I'm not saying you guys act differently in front of other people. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I feel like it's time for you guys to live life fully and live your whole self is what I'm getting here with this full card. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's, a bit of risk going on because he is about to fall off this cliff, but it will be worth it. And Spirit is telling me y'all will attract your tribe if you are more authentic with yourself. Give it a chance. You never know where you might get. What else you got? You got the Ace of Swords. Spirit is telling me I'm on one right now. Truth, clarity, and intuition is out here. I feel like y'all have sharp intuition, but sometimes y'all don't follow y'all intuition. I got the Five of Swords out here, which makes so much sense to me as a reader because y'all are associating with people that do things behind your back. You associate with backstabbers. Five of Swords is ill intent, corruption, doing things behind people's back. But you invite them in your home with the Four Swords because the Four Swords is a home space and where you sleep, So it's time for you to cut some people off. You can't allow snakes in your home. You got to say no more because that energy is contagious. That energy clouds, your peace. What else we got? We got the Ten of Swords out here in reverse. I feel like you guys are empaths and you absorb energy. I see a sponge out here, even though, or a stick pin. I see a sponge and a stick pin out here. And I feel like other people kind of like put their issues on you. I feel like y'all are empaths where you just absorb people's BS and whatever it is that they want to give you, you just take it. And it's time for you to take a stand is what I'm getting here. Okay, this is our first reverse. Our first reversal. And it's time for you guys to not be a victim and do something about the people that you hang with. Spirit is showing me the Five of Swords out here. Both times I got it upright and in reverse, and it's like you're mislabeling your enemy. You're calling these people friends, you're calling these people lovers, but they are all about the corruption and the negativity. That energy is contagious. That energy intercepts from your peace, and you gotta do some cleaning. What else we got? Six of Wands out here in reverse. This is embarrassment out here. A lot of you guys feel like I'm calling you out and you're embarrassed that you are being called out, and there's nothing to be embarrassed by. I had to cut people out that I wanted to love on. I had to cut people out that I considered friends. There's nothing wrong with going at it alone. This Six of Wands is all about public attention and being celebrated. I don't see nobody in the background. Typically, you see people in the background with the Six of Wands. I don't see nobody here. Your victory's out here, but you got to go it alone. You got to be okay with it. Channel message. You got to be okay with nobody else being out there rooting for you and cheering for you because you got a mission. You know, you got success out here. You gotta grow past people. And I'm also seeing a different path that you have to embark on. You can't bring people with you. You gotta be okay with that. They don't have your best interest anyway. What else you got? Four of Cups out here. A lot of you guys don't want to really receive this message because that's what the Four of Cups is, not willing to receive a message. And you want to be stuck in your own ways, or because they're familiar, then, you know, you want to be complacent. You know, I feel like you see this overgrown bush, you got to do some landscaping. You got to do some cutting. Some of y'all literally with y'all hair. Some of y'all got some split ends. That's what I'm saying here. I'm not calling you out. But it's time for you guys to recognize what's healthy and what's not healthy. And if it's not healthy, and I got the Six of Cups out here. I like having the Six of Cups because I feel like y'all trust me, or it's somebody in your life that you trust. Everything's not about me, okay? But I feel like you trust me because I'm trying to deliver you guys a message, and you're like, okay, I feel you. And there are people out there that you can feel as well, you know, that are healthy, that use their heart space, that are of light, you know. But you gotta cut people out in order for you to attract that. This is a Magician of Tarot. I'm gonna show you how to manifest. What else we got? The Seven of Wands out here in reverse. A lot of you guys are afraid to be defensive, and I'm also hearing a lot of you guys are afraid to be called, you know, forget where you came from is what I'm getting here. But you gotta create defensive. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, you gotta let people know one or two times, and I'm not giving them a third time. Hey, I don't like that you do that. And if they continue to do it, they grow on a tally, is what I see here. And it's time for you to do something about it. Don't let them walk all over you. Just say, you know, sometimes you don't even have to do no explaining. Just cut them off. You, for what? You didn't grow, you negative, what am I missing out on? It's time for y'all to heal. Some of y'all came from pile 3, because this started off pile 3. This message probably bring you an inner imbalance, but you guys got to go from one point to another. You have to ascend to your highest potential is what I see here, okay? Because people will drag you down. I see a chain around her foot in my mind's eye. Sickness to a lot of reversals. Y'all are stubborn. Page and insecure and vulnerable, and some of y'all feel like you need friends, but those friends aren't healthy for you. You got to do some adding and some subtraction. Do they add to your life? And if they don't, you need to edit them out. Ten of Wands, because I see they carry a lot of gravity. They put a lot of pressure on you. And with that pressure, it's like it don't have to be so heavy. I know y'all are some empaths out here because you absorb a lot, so I see here with all this gravity and these arrows going down. Great Spirit, Holy Spirit, can I get closing remarks, please? With y'all being empaths, people will suck up your energy. You are hanging around energy vampires and you don't even know it. And I mentioned that in pile 3. Let's talk about this piece out here. Queen of Wands out here. You got to get yourself together. You got to develop confidence. You have to recognize your worth. If they don't serve you, and I'm not saying they have to serve you, but if they don't add value to your life, then you got to create distance. She's carrying a pole out here and on guard and ready to say, what was that? Ready to, hey, get somebody's attention. Ding, 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 ding. What was that? You're not bringing me peace. You're bringing me sorrow and regret and misery. So, you know what? You stay out there with that 20-foot pole. That's what she's saying to me. You know, this is y'all energy out here, recognizing your worth. And she look good, don't she? Let's talk about this 2 of Cups out here. Queen, you know, with this queen, okay, I'm not going to go there. With this Queen of Swords, sometimes you have to go it alone. The Queen of Swords is known to be independent out here, and you got to cut off the snakes. I mentioned all these snakes in all my readings out here, and it's not the first time, but you got to cut those snakes, and you have to find people that are willing to use their heart space and protect them. You know, you got to do some discerning. The Queen of Swords holds people accountable. She has the sword of truth in her hand. So you see it with your own eyes, and now it's time for you to hold people accountable and stop letting the snakes just slither around you. Child message. Let's talk about this full card out here. A new chapter. 8 of Swords out here. Y'all feel like you're stuck, but all you got to do is break free. That's what the 8 of Swords is, feeling mentally stuck. You got to break free and embark on a new chapter is what I'm getting here with this full card and these horns out here. It's not as hard as you believe it is. You just have to go with it. Just change. Do something different. So you know what? I wasn't really authentic with them anyway. Now I'm going to be my full self. Let's talk about this. You notice how I said that was like a double entendre. I'm gonna be my full self with the full out here. Full. Okay, or whatever. Let's talk about this. I'm a rapper. Somebody's a rapper out there. Let's talk about this Ace of Swords out here. Truth. Knight of Swords out here. Somebody doesn't have confidence in them to defend themselves or to embark on a new chapter. My knights defend, they advance, and a lot of you guys are like, it's too much work, is what I'm getting, because the knights do a lot of work. And I feel like, you know what, you guys are letting your paranoia and your stuck state get the best of you. Okay? Let's talk about the Ten of Swords out here in reverse. Lover's card in reverse. Now, the people that you love, quote unquote, are the same ones poking you in the back or stabbing you on the back or putting all their stress and burdens down on you when it's not worthy. I know y'all have some empaths. You absorb energy is what I'm hearing. You should be absorbing love. You should be reflecting love. That's what empaths do. But here you are just sucking up all the non-love. You're sucking up all the turbulence and stress. And people come with you with their relationship problem and they want you to help them, but they don't change. That's an energy vampire. If you help them and help them and help them and they don't do nothing about the situation, they're just using your energy. That's just for somebody. Let's talk about the Six of Wands out here in reverse. Embarrassed. Ace of Pentacles. Don't be embarrassed because your embarrassment can turn into a blessing really quick. Spirit wants to see what you're going to do with the Ace of Coins out here. Okay? You got to make your embarrassment reality and change is what I'm getting here with this change out here, the Ace of Coins. More double entendres. Let's talk about this Four of Cups out here. Two of Wands out here. Edit, subtraction, dividing is what my Two of Wands is, but a lot of you guys are hard. That's what I'm seeing here with this brick wall. You got a plan to be more compassionate and absorbing what's healthy for you. That's all I'll say. Talk about the Seven of Wands out here. You don't want to take a stand when you should. You have no reason not to. Star card out here. This is more empath ability. You guys feel hopeless and live in anxiety at the end of the day because you don't take a stand. You don't create boundaries. You don't hold people accountable. And you have to recognize you're a healer because this is my empath out here. But people are just walking all over my healers and I can't have that. I can't. I won't stand for it. With the Star card out here, you got to heal yourself. You got to recharge your battery. If somebody's depleting you, it's time for you to create defenses and get a little aggressive with this card out here. Guys, that's been your message. That's been your reading. I'm all disheveled out here. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love it.